Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar with MLB 14, the show on the PS4, and we've got the first episode on the PS4 of the Athletics franchise. You can see we're going to be facing the Los Angeles Angels, who are 2-10, so that's not a good start at all. But this will be kind of cool because this is the first chance I have to be able to play the entire game. I have been able to play a few Jackie Robinson Road to the Show games. I've been able to play one Nolan Ryan Road to the Show, so we get a chance to be able to piece it all together and see how this is going to work on the PS4. So here's Alberto Callaspo, who's going to hit this one in right center to start things off with an extra base hit. So I'm going to round first, get on over to second. The throw's not going to be in time, so that's good to be able to see. I mean, I've already mentioned in the Nolan Ryan series that this game plays almost exactly like the PS3 version, so I don't think I'm going to have too many problems with this, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Here's Brandon Moss. Going to slap this one on over to second, so Callaspo will slide into third, but that's going to go ahead and end the inning for us. So really nothing going. Now Jared Parker is going to be the starting pitcher today. This is the first chance in the regular season that I've been able to pitch as Jared Parker. Now Jed Lowry with the throw. Not going to be able to get the out over at first. So Angels getting their first base hit. Now fortunately nothing really comes out of that. Now Yoenis Cespedes. Going to watch that one for ball three. That was a gift. The way that sinker broke into the strike zone, I think that was a K. Now, I'm not going to argue with it or anything like that. I'm just going to leisurely take my walk on over to first, knowing I am a lucky man for getting that one. Now, here's Kendrys Morales with his first at-bat. Cespedes, though, stealing, and man, am I lucky that one was off target. Now, that's the second stolen base I've been able to get with Yoenis Cespedes. Which is more, I think, than what I have with Coco Crisp whenever I am playing. So it's a little bit backwards, but I do see opportunities, of course, to be able to steal when you've got a pitcher with a delivery that takes this long. So Jed Lowry, who's been struggling a lot at the first part of the season, is going to ground out over to Pujols at first. And I think prior to that, his batting average was like 178. So I need to get that turned around here pretty quickly. Now a deep fly ball. This one's going to go over the wall. So the first home run that I've got on the PS4, period. Not just in the Athletics franchise, but the first PS4 home run I've gotten. So not a bad start off for us here. That's going to make the game 2-0. So it's good to see that Norris is able to get the home run. I like what I have going at the catcher position. Like I've got Norris whenever there's a left-handed pitcher up at the plate, and then I've got Jaso whenever it's a righty. So I can mix it up there, and I mean that obviously right there proves that that's going to work out for us. Another base hit for the Angels is that'll roll out to Coco Crisp in center field. So of course with Parker, I'm going to try to throw the ball low, see if I can force a double play or anything like that. Bottom of the second, 2-2 count. Up 2-0. Another one that goes into center field. Get around second, get on over to third. I won't even go ahead and try and make a play. I think that'd be kind of worthless, and I don't want to risk throwing an error or anything. Runners on the corners now for the Angels. Ibar is going to hit this one through Callaspo, and one run will come home for the Angels. Still with the man in scoring position and a runner on first. Howie Kendrick in the 2-2 count. I'm going to be throwing the slider here, which has been really effective this game, and I get the strikeout. I mean, that slider got Trout to swing it 3 straight and to miss it every single time, too. All right, here's Brandon Moss in the top of the fourth. Ooh, that was a good attempt by Pujols to try and knock that one down at least, but it'll roll into right field, and here's Yoenis Cespedes, who drew one walk, and count is full again for him. So I'm going to watch this one carefully. Yep, and that one will roll into left, so I'm glad I didn't lay off that one. Would have struck out looking. So we've gotten a lot of hits in this game already. which has been nice to see. We just haven't been able to capitalize on anything really at all. It was just that home run that we had by Norris. Yep, so here's Jed Lowry now hitting a whopping 174. You can imagine that puts him on a cold streak, and that's going to be a double play. Yep. Man, that was a close one, too. All right, still 2-1 here in the top of the fifth. Here's Coco Crisp. This one's going deep into left field, and nobody's chasing that one. So a solo shot for Coco to go ahead and expand the lead here now, and we've got it back at 2 runs as we'll be up 3-1. So with Coco, I got to admit the amount of power that I'm seeing out of him is surprising me. I mean, of course, as a leadoff hitter, what I look for is somebody who's going to get on base and, you know, steal second, maybe third, depending on who I'm going up against. I don't expect home runs. Now, I'm not going to argue because a home run will add a run no matter what. But just, I don't know, a lot of a surprise for me. Cayaspo getting another hit. Now, I'm going to go ahead, round first. A little dangerous there, but I'm safe at second. Now, a lot of times you're going to see the computer do an animation in the outfield that gives you a little bit of extra time. That's something that I wanted to exploit, and it paid off right there. Josh Donaldson. Ooh, reaching for that one, but that's going to go into right field. Cayaspo's going to round third and come home, so not the prettiest. Oh, nope, I'm leaving him at third. Yeah, I was going to say not the prettiest hit, but he gets the job done. Brandon Moss, though. Let's see if he'll be able to bring anyone home. Nope. All right. So we're going to be seeing a call to the bullpen here. So I was probably a smart call. I mean, with the number of hits, it was time to go ahead and make a change. You see an ERA of .96. That does worry me here. Top of the sixth, DH Kendrys Morales. Switch hitter. I was going to foul that one back for strike one. But he's been a pretty good pickup. I mean, batting average, not necessarily the prettiest, but I think he'll actually do pretty well. Now I think about it, he's actually playing first, not my DH. But that's going to be his first home run as an Oakland A. So nobody's cheering except for me. Wow, we've been hitting for power in this. And this is actually kind of surprising because when I was going into this, I was expecting contact hitting. Not so much as far as power goes. So, I don't know. I have been kind of frustrated with this series and actually just the game as a whole because the amount of hits that I'm getting, while they're up there and with what I would expect from how I played in games previous and in conjunction with what you see in real life, the one thing that has been bothering me is the number of shots into the gap that I've gotten. Most of my base hits fall, just right in front of an outfielder, or it just escapes the infield. But so many of the stuff that I don't get to show you, it always goes to one of the opposing players. Like, so many ground balls go directly towards the infielder. And I'm not able to hit anything in the gap, which is frustrating. So I haven't had as many extra base hits and stuff like that. And the home runs that I've gotten, a large majority of them have been solo shots, too. I think I've only got 2 home runs where there have been runners, like somebody on base. But I don't know. That might turn around here. We'll see what happens. Maybe as I get more acclimated to it, I'll be good. Pujols strikes out on that curveball. And Dane De La Rosa coming in now to pitch. Oh, I was so excited when I knew I'd have a chance to be able to say De La Rosa. But I go to the bullpen as well. Luke Gregerson going to be coming in. So this is the first time that we've been able to see Gregerson in this. So obviously nothing really happens there in the bottom of the 7th. Josh Donaldson with the base hit in the left. Donaldson's batting average has been pretty good here. I mean, as far as the team goes, we're like polar opposites right now. I mean, we've got some people who are hitting really well, some people who are just hitting their weight. Got to find a way to even that out a little bit, but there's Brandon Moss hitting into a double play. That does not help me at all here late in the game. Still got Gregerson in here to start off the 8th inning. 0-2 count. I was hoping that that was going to end up being a K, but no, that's going to escape into center field. So Angels with another hit now. They haven't had a shortage of hits this game either. It's just I've done a great job being able to contain them from putting together a series of hits or bringing anybody home. Just that one run we've given up so far, and I'm okay with that. Mike Trout, who I'm worrying about him more than anybody else in this game, is leading the majors, in case you forgot that at the beginning, as far as batting average goes, so that's a very dangerous thing. Now, I have found one thing that's been working very well for Mike Trout. Just throw on over to first. I see what he's trying to do. So the slider has been getting Trout quite a bit in this game. Well, that one, fortunately, stays in the strike zone and goes for strike number 2. Now, Gregerson is getting tired. I somehow neglected to take a look at his stamina, and I think he pitched the last game. So it wasn't necessarily the smartest call, but I'm going to try and keep him in here during the 8th. There we go. Another strikeout. And that almost looked exactly like what we saw in his first plate appearance as well. So Morales, what are you doing, man? Scaring me, that's what you're doing. All right, so that delayed tag will end up being the final out of the 8th inning. Top of the 9th. Lowry's going to get hit. So I'm not going to complain about getting on base. I mean, I don't care how my team does it as long as they do. So, man. All right. Now, here's Gentry, who's in for Reddick today, who's taking a little bit of a rest. He's going to get walked. Oh, I forgot De La Rosa. Came out of the game. I forgot to go ahead and post that. My bad. All right. So here's Coco Crisp. 3-1 count. We've got a walk. A player's been hit. And you can add another walk. Bases are loaded. Not because I've been swinging the bat, but because Smith has had some problems on his control. So Callaspo now will be up with the bases loaded. But Sean Burnett's going to be coming in as well, and that's really the smartest thing to be doing right now. I mean, you've got 2 walks, and then you hit a batter. Yeah, I can imagine the confidence level is really not that high right now. So Callaspo could be the man of the hour right here, except for the fact he hits into a double play. So I'm about ready to go ahead and call the bases loaded curse to be in effect when I am playing as the Athletics. And who knows, maybe in the Jackie Robinson series too, but I don't know. I just feel like the bases loaded curse is back. So, not cool. Pujols will hit this one to Lowry, who'll get the throw over to Morales at first for the out. And that's going to be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. Raul Ibanez. Ooh. I'm going to get that one before it goes foul and make the throw. So a good call right there to not let that one keep rolling. Now this is Johnson's first appearance too. I think I've had Doolittle in every single game that I've played except this one. Now he gives up a hit. Not too concerned about it because I mean, if things start to go south, I think I've got Cook or somebody else warming up in the bullpen too. So I think I'll be able to get out of this one. Now Hester watches that one for strike 1. Now I am doing this closer by committee. So a little bit different than what I've done in the past where I've always had like a dedicated closer. But, here with like Doolittle, I'll have him go ahead and close the game. If the lineup's going to be primarily lefties. Johnson will deal with righties. And then I think I might bring in Cook here if Doolittle's a little bit tired. Or Johnson, excuse me, is a little bit tired. Just so I can save him for when I have to simulate it. That one's fouled back. Still 0-2 count. Let's see if we can get this wicked changeup or curveball to work, and it does. That was another gift. Probably should have been a ball, but hey, curveball gets the job done. So thanks for watching this, the very first episode on the PS4 of the Athletics franchise. There will be more of this to come later on. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. You can also check out my review of the game in the Nolan Ryan video. I'll post right before this. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again for watching, you guys. And as always, I hope you have a good one.